Hey guys, and these are typically two things I avoid at train shows. Our first one is older Athearn Blue Box engines. Unfortunately, both of these engines have the same reason why I usually avoid them. There's barely any way to install DCC in them easily. Now there's ways to install DCC and even sound into these, but it's a really hard process for experienced modelers. Our next engine is the Bachmann Spectrums, the older ones. Now there are some with DCC and sound, but the way these engines are internally makes them a pain to put any sort of DCC in them at all, and I'll show you why in a minute. Take the shell off this Bachmann Spectrum unit, you will see this inside, and this is the same with a lot of their 6-axle engines. There is no plugs, no board to install a DCC decoder or board into. Now, you can wire the motor to do such an operation, but I ain't gonna lie, it looks very complicated. You could try it out, but make sure you pick an engine that you're not too attached to in case you break it. But this is from a different engine I have, another NS unit, and I'm not gonna lie, these things don't run too bad, except for the fact of I can't put DCC in it to run with, the rest of my stuff. So I might even have someone put the DCC in for me one day, or just, bite the bullet and learn how to do it myself. The problem exists for these older Athearn Blue Box engines. In fact, I think it's harder to put, DCC in the Athearn Blue Box than the Spectrum. So just be aware if you're buying that. If you're really not concerned about having DCC on your layout, which I think you really should consider, but I mean, it's really a hard thing to get DCC into. Both these engines are, and there's not really too many other brands that I can say this for. Kato's are usually pretty easy. The older Atlas and Kato engines are, you have to install a board into, but I just think these are a bit harder to do such a operation with. Now there is ways, like I said, to put DCC into both of these engines, and I found two really good videos, one for the Athearn and one for the Bachmann. And I'll link those in the description if you really want to take a chance and put DCC into these engines. But just for future modelers to know, that way they don't have the problem like I do where half their fleet is, can't be run on DCC. I just really want to let people get good engines that they can really, if they choose to and want to resell, they can put DCC into, a lot easier. The Atlas, I had to put a board in, but didn't take too long. The Kato 80 Mac, it was really easy plug and play type. And again, the SD45-2 there was pretty easy. So, just take that into consideration when you're at a train show or looking online. Anyway, I hope to see you guys later. Goodbye.